G'day everyone, today the Knights of the Round Table are taking over the world. That's right, we are doing cavalry only as Imperial England. And as we all know, Camelot, or in the Knights of the Round Table, were real historical figures and a real place. That real place is in England. So let's get into it. The idea with this one is we want to do cavalry only in all of our divisions. So that means goodbye motorized. We can't delete our others yet, but anything that would usually be an infantry battalion is going to be changed over to cavalry. So the first thing we'll do is we'll select our whole army and convert them to our cavalry brigade. And then we're going to need to go for the chief of army to try and get some army XP to change our templates over. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. I've not really done this sort of thing before. Looking at the difference between them, cavalry have a bit more org in them. I'm assuming that potentially like a full cavalry division is going to be able to fight a bit longer. The other stats are basically the same. The main thing, of course, though, is the division speed. If we remove this one, 6.5 Ks, not blistering paces, but you know, going to have all of our knights on their horses. We want to reclaim our colonies as well and our old enemies. So France has got a big target on their back. Also the United States as well. We want to reclaim those 13 colonies that broke away back in the day. And if we can also take over control of our dominions, get them back into the fold, that'd be great. We'll have to obviously contend with the other major players. The Soviets, for one, not big fans of the monarchy, so I hear. Same thing with the German Reich. Poor old Kaiser Wilhelm hiding away in the Netherlands. But yeah, we'll see how we go. First things first, our research. We are going to get our survivability. We're going to need half-decent aircraft. We will also need to go for our anti-tank just to get the module for our CAS. If you're doing big support companies, I think logistics is going to be pretty important as well. And given that we're using a lot of cavalry and horses, you know, again, the knights, sort of like an old-timey feature, we'll go for railway guns too. Interestingly, Special Forces is out because you can't make these cavalry. Like, it would be so cool if you could get like mounted mountaineers or mounted paratroopers, just horses flying out of planes. I don't know how that would work. Would be kind of funny though. So yeah, Special Forces is pretty much out. We won't have to worry about any of these techs either. So yeah, it's basically just going to be our infantry techs and our support companies. So we can do motorized artillery and anti-air and stuff, which I think we're going to just pretend that the trucks are actually horses that are going to carry these around. And then for our focus, we're going to go for a change in course, and we will go for the King's Party and try to bring the Dominions back in the fold, reclaim the jewel and the British crown, so on and so on. I do also have a video on how to do this, I guess just the normal way, which I'll link in the description, so feel free to check that out. Basically, at every point, we need to just encourage Edward to marry Wallace. We're not going to say you cannot say that he abdicates. We're going to let that wedding go through, because you know what? Love is love. The other thing we need to do, actually, there's a couple of supply hubs down here, which is great, but they're not connected to anything. So let's just build ourselves. And we can also set up our naval invasion of Perth. Now, with our... Oh, we can actually delete our infantry division template. Goodbye. And we don't need our tank template either. And we can delete them too. So now we are left with a single cavalry brigade. We are going to get rid of the recon because we need to save our support equipment. Here we go. Abdication crisis. No. Love is love, man. You should be able to marry whoever you goddamn want. You should be able to marry anyone. Or Prime Minister oh my god, I cannot speak. Prime Minister restricts king. No. Newspapers support the marriage. That is fantastic. Yes, the people should support the king. More support for the king. Set a bloody date. Let's go. Man, classic upper classes, hey? Being judgmental of who's getting married to who. The king's abdicated. What have I done here? Okay. I must have clicked a wrong option somewhere by accident. So I've had to replay up until this point. But the cabinet has resigned. Let's just pretend that what happened, that last decision never happened. The cabinet has yoked away. Thank God. Fallen government of the United Kingdom. Bit like the current United Kingdom, if you ask me. The Dominions have broken with the crown. We'll get them back, don't worry. And here we go, the royal marriage of Edward VIII. The king hath returned. He's not in power yet, but he's been married, and now we can come across and go for the king's party. Once we finish the shadow chamber? The shadow realm? The shadow scheme. Once we finish the shadow scheme. And we've now started the king's party. Who's invited? Probably not the old cabinet, I would assume. Given that we are going to be I would say colonizing. Let's say we're going to be liberating the world, and we're going to need military police to help our knights to suppress them. Oh, speaking of that, we should actually... Our knights. That'll do. We'll give them that icon. And the king's party is done. Now we go God Save the King. We are officially Great Britain. The king's in charge, as he should be. He's got his brave knights spread all over the world, preparing to reclaim the territory that rightfully belongs to the royal family. Sorry, Irish. There we go. And because of our careful planning, we also get shadow scheme factories. Because we have our knights, we can just very quickly run through and gobble up all of their victory points. I'm really enjoying this strategy, just in terms of the speed the divisions have. Like, I don't know why I don't utilize this sort of thing more often. Like, sure, they use a little bit more infantry equipment, but like, god damn, I'm just flying through here. And there we go. We'll foment South African uprising. Okay, Dominions are back in the fold. We have war goals on all of them, but we are not going to use them for the most part. We are going to go for the forward operating base, reclaim the jewel in the crown, because I'm pretty sure, yep, all Pakistan. So we just need Bangladesh to pop up, and then we'll be able to reclaim that. We can ally the Canadian uprising, which makes them a puppet and joins our faction. So we are going to do that. We're also going to foment Australian uprising. So Imperialist Canada, they're at war with Australia, Canada, New Zealand, etc., etc. We're also at war with them. Cool. Yeah, easy done then. Well, we can actually just aggressive attack. Let me just double check. Does that mean I'm at war with... yes. I have made a mistake. It doesn't matter though. We'll still win. Now, we've landed in Australia and encircled. Bad day to be this division, I swear. I feel like a bit of a traitor doing this, honestly. And there we go. Take out Melbourne, Canberra, Sydney. That's an actual representation of how Americans sound when they try to say Australian cities. And South Africa's capped. And here we go, our railway guns. We'll start a line of them just for a bit of fun, honestly. This is where it gets interesting. Which doctrine do we go for? Grand battle plan, superior firepower, mobile warfare, all infantry, motorized, and mech. Does that include... That should include cavalry, surely? It doesn't. This does not apply to cavalry. What about these ones? Leg infantry. Still not cav, all frontline battalions. That is us. I'm beginning to see why people don't use cavalry more, because none of the doctrines apply to them. Okay, so in summary, after carefully going through each doctrine to see which of the upgrades actually apply to cavalry, something I've never had to look into before, by the way, it seems that the two paths which are going to yield me any results whatsoever are Grand Battle Plan, going down assault, or Mass Assault Doctrine. Honestly, both of these are pretty piss poor. I think we're going to go Grand Battle Plan. It's, you know, it's the theme of the old knights riding through to conquer the world, but oh geez, this is going to be tough, especially later in the game. And the Emu Empire has risen up and now are our puppet. Oh, they might actually capitulate. There we go. Well, that's that then. I'm going to do something which I've never done before, and that's not forget about Alaska. Bangladesh declared war on Pakistan. That has literally saved me. Oh, we get the war goal on all of them. I have just remembered a cheeky little life hack that you can do when you've got puppets. We can simply copy a template from each of our little puppets. Oh, they even have a cavalry division already. So now we can actually go through and make cavalry divisions for each of our puppets.
Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.
Yeah, look, I'll be the first to admit, supply is going to be a bit of an issue. How are we looking? 55%. Let's do another collaboration government. 1 day to go. Let's stop our divisions exercising, let their org build up a little bit. Oh, all of our divisions are actually here. You know what? We actually greatly outnumber them all along the front. What are we waiting for? Reclaim the territories, brave knights. Oh no, the Philippines. This is too easy. I mean, what are these guys waiting for, honestly? Let's push it. Oh, cheeky 4 divisions encircled. The mobility is so good. I can't believe I've not done this before. This is absolutely the play. In every... I'm here to advocate everyone should be using cavalry in all of their games from now on. This is so fun. It's genuinely too easy. Like, I cannot stress to you enough how much of a challenge this is not. Look at the encirclements. I actually cannot keep up with how many we're getting. Oh my goodness, you know what I forgot? I forgot that I've actually got a railway gun. Let's actually look at some of these. So that's great. Cavalry attack, 5%. Cavalry unit design. I'm taking it for the attack, but yeah. And then I do enjoy the theater training, but also the planning and logistics on level up. That's quite good too. And I mean, we could just run through here, get another couple of encirclements, no worries. Sorry, Yank, we need this land for the glory of His Majesty. We are going to capitulate them before we finish our collaboration government. So let's just hold the phone right now, because we are currently 33%. So I reckon when that collaboration government's done, we'll probably cap them. All right, we've got the dispersed industry, and now we can rush that forward. No! Oh no, that's the collaboration government ending. Oof, I was stressed. Okay, that's lucky for us. Sensational. Great Britain. Very great indeed. These divisions are sneaky good. Now, we should probably turn our attention back to Europe. Let's set up a naval invasion over here. And now we have these fantastic fleets. We need to do a bit of organizing here too. Let's also start justifying on Mexico. I just want to pop in and mention this. When you're researching your improved small airframe, don't forget to also do the engine level 3. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. You just can't get a big enough engine on there to put any useful weapons or armor. So yeah, all right, we've landed. Let's get... And somehow we lost half their strength in that invasion. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was busy making designs and our naval invasion failed. We lost all the colonial dudes that we had. Well, it happens. Alrighty, and our war goal on Mexico is done. Got all of our divisions here ready to go. Let's attack. Reclaim this land. Well, not reclaim. I don't think we ever really owned it, but, claim this land for king and country. Although, back in the medieval times when the knights were around, I don't believe the concept of country was really a thing. It was more for the kingdom or your lord or for your land, right? So, yeah, maybe just for the king. We'll run with that for the king. This is not going to be very difficult by the looks of it. So I need some more spies. Let's create a faction. And now we can become the spy master. Easy. Look how easy that was. Oh no, we've run out of building slots. Whatever am I going to do? Yeah, boy. We've got war goals on all them. Who else can we declare on? Who else around here needs gobbling up? Oh la la, Mexico. We'll take all of you, thank you. Oh, the Soviets have naval invaded Poland. India has finally fallen. And we'll reclaim this land. We can be at war with Germany in 20 days, so we are going to take advantage of that. We really need to end this war here. We need to get these troops over to North Africa. Alright, our war goal is good until the 6th of July. How have we not beaten these guys yet? Looks like there's actually not a lot of divisions there. Thank goodness. Okay. Archibald Wavell, get your ass over immediately to North Africa. We really need to do this before France falls too. So, looking at our little pre-war preview, Axis, sort of standard Axis, but they're doing much better in North Africa than they would usually do. The Britannian Empire, I don't even know if that's a word, but yeah, look, span quite a lot of the globe. Once we add the Axis to our little portfolio, then we can go after France, unless Japan does something hissy, but yeah, we'll see how we go. All right, we now have our cavalry on the front lines, and the Soviets are going to send us volunteers. Look, I'm not going to say no if our naval invasion actually pulls off. North Africa is easy. All of Africa is easy. Yeah, wow, that is not ideal. Look at the naval invasion penalty. We're never going to be able to naval invade anyone. Oh yes, the Soviets have arrived. Okay, new plan. We are going to go after Germany from their soft underbelly of Italy. Hopefully we can actually land a naval invasion. All right, let's just hold out here for a minute and see how we go. I think given that we can't build tanks and the doctrines don't really help our divisions at all, I think our air force is going to have to be the main sort of thing that we are able to use to win here. Right, we've finally mopped up the last remnants of the Axis in Africa. Oh, look at this. Okay, we might be able to get an encirclement here if we play our cards right. And it would be a German tank division too, so... Oh, yes, we got him. Now, if we take out all of these German divisions in here too... Yes, more encirclements too. Oh, it's all happening down here. Once we take North Africa, then we can look at the invasion of Sicily and whatnot. I'm sorry, the French Commune? What? When did that happen? Damn, we can't have communists springing up on our doorstep. Greece seeks to join the Britannian Empire. Absolutely, my friend. That actually gives us an avenue into Europe, so we might come along and set up some defenses there for these guys. Landing craft. Let's get some floating harbors underway. Let's have a quick check-in at the casualties. 100,000 lost versus 250,000 at the Germans. 600,000 Italians. That's pretty embarrassing, Italy. Naval invasion is preparing and getting ready to go. Yes, let's go. All right, half of you guys attack there. The rest of you just push straight through. Yes, let's go. We've got 16 wings of close air support. Oh, come on, we're so close. Don't let them reinforce, please, 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 please. Oh, yes, beautiful. All right, it's free running now. We just need to keep pushing. Look at this. Italy is just crumbling under the might of the British knights, or English knights, rather. I checked before, we were getting about 25. We're getting 50 cast damage. Oh, that's so good. I think once Rome falls, Italy will probably break down into their silly little civil war. Oh, look at him go. He's making a break for it. He's making a break for it. Come on. Oh, yes, we got a few there. Come on, can we get any more? Yes, let's go. He's done it. Rome's fallen, surely. I'm sorry, how does Italy still have 100% stability and war support? Half their country is gone. And there goes Italy. They've fractured, occupied Italian territory, transfer or keep it. Mate, Edward VIII gives up territory for no man. But it's probably a good a time as any to launch our naval invasion we've got set up here. So yeah, let's get cracking on that. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. We might actually do it. Yes, okay. Half of you guys can attack there. Half of you can move around and attack this port. It would help us out a whole bunch if we were able to take out this port. Oh, look, one of the very few doctrine upgrades that actually affects us. And we've got it, finally. All right, now let's see what damage we can do. Let's get our boys down here to attack too. Yeah, GG Germany. Nice try, bro. Better luck next time. Cannot stand up to the British knights. The English knights. The Knights of the Round Table. I'm forgetting the concept of my own goddamn video. And there falls Germany under the might of trembling hooves of the the Great Britannian Empire. We will justify on France. Look at the green bubbles. This is so good. We are just going to roll them easily. It's like all those battles between the Normans and the English across the channel or whatever, I don't know, 1066 and all that nonsense. They should have just gone from the south of France. They should have invaded Germany and Italy and come up through the south of France. Look how well this is working. They never saw it coming. Let's make a bit of a run for Paris. It's honestly, the main benefit of this strategy is, well, I mean, you have a lot of negatives, but the one big benefit is just how fast your divisions are. Like, just how easily and quickly you can run around enemies and encircle them. Like, they don't have time to consolidate their front lines once you make a breakthrough, because the rest of your divisions just go flooding through. Oh my god, I've just realized for some reason New Zealand is counted as a major, so that means I need to naval invade all the way over here in Samoa. I hate this game so much. Lucky for me, I had the incredible foresight to move these divisions over to here. Oh, the Japanese landing in Indonesia. Okay, France has capitulated. Okay, we are going to pretty much break down Denmark to the point where there's nothing left of them. And then hopefully our naval invasion will work. And our final doctrine gives us a staggering total of 2% reinforce rate. It hardly seems worth it at this point. Oh my god, they've got so many. You're shitting me. They've got so many divisions here. Why do they do us like this? Okay, Denmark is capped and we're left with New Zealand. I should have taken care of New Zealand way before this. It's honestly my own fault. Well, I'm going to add engineers onto our standard template. Let's foment Imperial Uprising. I forgot it's going to take 90 days. Our close air support don't even have the range to reach New Zealand, which is super frustrating. I didn't worry about TAC bombers because I didn't think I would need them. All right, we're launching this naval invasion. I don't want to have to do this again, please. It's failed. Are you serious? This is by far the most annoying thing that's happened to me today. Without Marines, we really have no other option. Let's launch. Okay, looking a bit more promising now. Are we about to just... no, please. It's so close. The org is so low. And the imperialist thing launched, and because they've only got one state. Oh, we're about to do it. We did it. We did it. You know what? We're annexing that. Bloody hell. Oh, that was moist. Oh, that was stressful. So it gets more expensive every time you do this, which I guess is then meaning that I'm eventually going to end up winning that claim. Finally, it's done. Confirm and exit. The world pretty much united under the British Empire due to the valiance of our knights conquering all of Europe, all of Africa, most of Asia. Look, we are at war with Japan right now, and we'll eventually have to tackle the Soviets. But look, I'm going to call this an absolute win. At the end of the day, cavalry are super fun, but they're not really that effective apart from if you've got like huge numerical advantages and a lot of close air support you can use to support, because the doctrines don't help them. Anyway, thanks to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Check out my other videos on my channel as well. Please leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. We might actually go for the improved cataplane pole. Cataplane? What the what did I just say? What did I just say? The improved cataplane pole. Yeah, we're gonna go for that.